afternoon, my friends. They're from Roshi's Fam here on the new apartment where we just moved in a few, well, 2 months ago, I think it is now. And yeah, the balcony still needs some work to do, but I just want to touch base in, challenges of owning these tortoises, especially Aldabras. When you're in an apartment, definitely I won't say it's impossible. These 2 months have been very eye-opening, of course. I never expected to be easy or anything, but accommodating them does, require some work out of all of you who want to have them. And yeah, hopefully, the more they grow, the more space I can give them, not here, but perhaps in a bigger house next time. But for now, they're babies. Ryu is about 12-inch long and Yoshi is about 6.5 inches long. So they still got quite the growth to get. So yeah, now something very important they need is, of course, everything they need. It has to be distributed in places that they have to kind of work for it. For example, they have about 3 water dishes, but they're not all in the same place. I try to put one here, one elevated. I'll be showing you another video where how I'm arranging those terrains, the uneven terrains with rocks, some sand, some mulch. So yeah, I'm still working on it. Definitely, I have a mesh on the balcony where I can hang stuff and they can, reach for the food as well as all that. So, but today I just wanted to give you a quick little tip and how to give them a more natural environment every time you can. Of course, we all have to work, we all have to, we don't have all day to provide them with everything we wish we could give them, right? Like they were in Florida. But for example, there's a bunch of parks, free parks that you can go to. The other day we went to this beautiful park, I forgot what it was called, I think it was Bruce Park, and everything. They got the sun, they got hills, they got rocks, they got water there. And just, you have to, as a responsible keeper, you have to provide them the time, you have to put in the effort. And I'm not going to say they're as needy as a dog, of course. If you set them correctly on the outside, and I even let them come inside every now, so they can have even more space to roam around and get curious. Of course, here on the living room, I'm also bringing new plants every time I can, so they can hide and stuff. So yeah, you have to be willing to do a little bit of cleaning if you intend to keep these animals. But just hard work pays off. And yeah, we'll be talking more about them. I'll be giving you more updates on them. So far, they're thriving. They seem very active. Not to the point that they're, you could tell when I had them inside on that little fish stand where I had them in the beginning. It used to be, you could tell they weren't so happy on those cold months. Well, not months, but cold weeks in Florida. Definitely this has been, for now, it's been sufficient. I'm not going to say enough. I don't think it's ever going to be enough unless you can replicate your entire environment, which we will try to get as close as we can. Okay, so other than that, yeah, just trying to give everybody that has this kind of situation where you were probably living in a house with a big patio to an apartment because you're starting your own life or whatever the case may be. There's always something you can do. Again, probably they don't need it to be perfect, but just as long as you're willing to put in the effort, the time, the work into it, it'll be sufficient for them. So nothing has to be pretty for them or anything, but it has to be functional. You have to provide them an environment that they can get their mind distracted, and if you can move things around, if you can get them outside and plant more things for them, will definitely be a great benefit for it. So other than that, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips for me. I'm always willing to learn. I'm not an expert. I'm pretty much just showing you the way I'm going with this. I want to say it's a little bit of educational, but I'm trying to learn from this as well. So hopefully everyone is having a great weekend, and yes, see you next time. Thank you.